Yo, yo, Tony D back. Doing it right. Doing it mega style. What we have here is a package that was on the porch. So, it is a panels on the porch type thing. I don't know if it's a new comic order or a pre-order. Let's check it out. This is like a new order, so these aren't pre-orders. And I don't think I screwed up. I did double order one, and we'll get to that bad boy. It's a very special one. I believe everyone has had it as a highly anticipated story arc coming our way. Should be absolutely fantastic. I think it's going to be great. You know, I'm always keeping things positive. There's just too much good in this hobby to be negative. You know what I'm saying? Feels good to collect comics. Or whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? You may be into something else, man. It's still good to, like, it's positive. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing something positive, you're helping yourself and those around you. So let's get into this new comic day. I'll save the best deet for last. You know what I'm saying? Boom. This one was highly recommended and I thought I'd check it out. I'm not going to buy all of the like one-shots. Just don't. This one we'll decide, right? We'll let this one be the one that gives me, I don't know, hooks me. Is it going to hook me or is it going to be non-hooked? You guys know what I'm talking about if you watch the channel. Like if it's got that hook, if it gives me if I get a feeling all the fights are going to be in this vein, that's what we'll decide. Because I don't mind spending the money. You know, I'm fortunate where I can. DCKO, I am sticking with the main title. So far, that one's been good. DCKO 2 was, I really enjoyed it. They narrowed the field down, of course, to 16. And I totally dug how they set up the tournament where they went after the different artifacts. They kind of, now, some of you may know this, they kind of did the same thing in the Avengers versus Justice League of America in the early 2000s. Was it Busiek, Kurt Busiek, and George Perez did pencils on that, and it was an absolute fantastic display of artistry. Highly recommend that. But they did the same thing where they had objects they had to get. I don't know. I just thought of that. The Punisher, What May Come. I love my Punisher. He's on my automatic. Now that he's back, man, they had him on hiatus for a while, and I wasn't digging that at all. He's back now. It's a very emotional character. His origins are always, you know, very, it's been very dramatic, been very just being a regular human, somewhat with his willpower, and he is, he's more human than human. Oh, there's some deets for you. Look at that face. So this is like the future. So we'll see how this one goes. The first two issues were enjoyable, and I will keep rolling. No, I take that back. The first issue was enjoyable. 2 is in my reading pile. I have come to a point where, I don't know, man, I'm so tired. I get to a point where, my eyes just can't handle it. But Ordained, this is from Bad Idea. I've been reading Cul-de-sac, and I totally enjoy it. Just the setup with this one, I thought, okay, this may be a good, an interesting thing. You have, of course, the religious there with the contrasting of the fighting. And, oh, dude, I love this paper they use. Bad Idea has been using different types of paper, and I'm very tactile with my hands. We'll see how this one goes. It looks like, I did know like the rundown. Yeah, they use like a paper. It's very different. It's like newsprint, back to the newsprint, the old days. But it's a I think the rundown, it's a priest that's had some bad, not the best guy in the world becomes a priest. We'll get to that. I may be wrong, man, but this is absolutely bam fantastic. I'm telling you, Spider-Man, Wolverine, it's the team up magazine of the year, and 2025 is almost over, so I'll keep calling it. We'll let it ride over to 2026. I totally dig this series. If they keep it running like this, they got to keep the artists on it. Andrews, he's killing it. Now we have this new character, Arachnix. He has ran into our boys, and there's going to be a fight. Like right there. Bam! Potty mouth panel, just starting it off. So he's like he's like just what you saw. He's like a Spider-Man Wolverine mashup, but it's almost like a Venom Spider-Man, because something happened in the last issue where they like slice him in half and he just kind of like reforms. So we got a little of that going on. Arachnix, you got to get it. That'll probably turn out, that'll be, it's a key issue. So if you speculate, man, get on that. This one is an unexpected little Jimmy Poo that I have stumbled across. I am liking Stephanie Phillips' storytelling and the artwork, but Randall is good as well. So I am getting a pretty dramatic, look, that's what I'm saying right there, man. That's what I need. Anti-Venom showed up in this, so you have a lot of action going on. You have a lot of players in the game, a lot of chess pieces on the board right now in this juncture, issue 5. We'll see how it goes. There is a villain. It is the symbiote that used to be bonded to her is kind of like come back. Seems to be pissed. That seems to be a trait among symbiotes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Stephanie Phillips. I'll give you another little hint on a series that it was pretty good. I stopped getting it though, but in the beginning, Grimm. Check out Grimm if you're in the Stephanie Phillips. That's great writing by her. I popped out of that. It really was financial reasons. And I never jumped back on. I kind of felt I did jump off at a good spot. I believe I did. But yeah, she's a good writer. Totally digging it. Here's my guy. I'm like 2 issues behind. So I don't have much to catch you up on, which is okay. But yeah, I totally dig the, he has a new suit. That's cool. I mean, if you're going to do it right. So that is like that suit, I believe, is the Technarchy race of people, I believe. So I think it's a little different, man. We're all, I have symbiote fatigue. I mean, I'm just telling you, dude, like the money, it just, I don't know. Unless like this right here, there's some symbiotic action going on, but it's, the writing's keeping it fresh. But I really do. But that's not happening here. As we've seen, he had a battle with Hellgate, which he lost that battle. So Hellgate is still in the mix somehow. And Hellgate, it's a very interesting character because it wants Spider-Man to be better. And Hellgate is doing what, I think we've seen this with other characters like Professor Zoom against the Flash. He has to beat him to make him better, that type of thing. And that was going on. And he ended up kind of going in some kind of purgatory, but ended up in outer space, which wasn't bad. It was some cool stuff happened up there. He liberated a bunch of characters. So now he kind of has a little team. You know what I'm saying? We got a little spider team going on. And I dig these little teams that form in some of these magazines because, like I said, you get more bang for your buck. You really do. Plus, you get more character development with these like first appearances of characters. I mean, I'll speculate a little bit. Like, I like a first appearance, and we're fixing to get to something like that. Here is the special Daddy Rooney. Boom. Joker. Not the first appearance of Joker, but first full appearance of his whatever that is. It looks crazy. I also today invested in a cover. It's a Unknown Comics exclusive. I think like 2,000 were made. I went ahead and pulled the trigger on that. I wanted to get it. I got the Virgin variant. Don't do that very often, but it's around Christmas time, so I just treat myself. You know what I'm saying? Now, the deets for your imagination. Let's get those rolling. So yeah, the very first issue of Batman, Absolute Batman is an absolute gold mine for you speculators. I may throw up some pics of what Key Collector has on some of these books, but even DC All In, I was buying those. I have like 3 or 4 of them, but it was weird. I was going to the comic shop and I was like mentioning that the DC All In like one shot was like fetching $20 on Key Collector. Like, and Key Collector is usually on the low side of like asking prices. So I mean, you just, you can kind of get in your head what kind of price is going on. But I bought a bunch of them, and yeah, that I think they have that listed as $20 because it's the first appearance of the Absolute Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, that type of deal. The God, what else, man? Absolute Evil, I think, is going up. That one, tons of first appearances. Now, Absolute Batman 1 is like, I just think back and I was like, man, if I would have just known, I would have bought a bunch of them. But I think it's up in the 70s, 80s, the cover A. All the first, and this is what's weird to me, and I don't know if this is like a Key Collector thing or just the industry hobby collector thing. I don't know, but and maybe FOMO drives this, but it seems like Absolute Batman with all the first appearances, like the one with Mr. Freeze. You've got the first cover appearance of Harley Quinn. That is going up in price. The issue where she makes her first appearance. It is loaded with them. I'll throw it up there and show you what's going on. But then when you go to like Absolute Wonder Woman, and there's some first appearances, and I thought, yeah, I doubled up on a few of those issues where they were like Zatanna. I got 2 on that. That may go up, but I don't think it's even listed as. No, I take that back. It's listed, but it's not listed as a higher price. But it's still early in the game. But Absolute Green Lantern, there it is like, and maybe it's just, I don't know, man, industry popularity maybe, but like I always say, don't follow the main crowd. Follow what you love. Follow what you like. Stay in that vein, and you can't go wrong. You won't buy something and then all of a sudden be all like, man, why did I do that? So just stick to it. It's hard, man. I get it. It is hard. Especially FOMO is a phenomenon. It is truly a phenomenon. I have had it affect me. It's a psychological phenomenon, really. That'd be a great discussion to talk about FOMO and how it affects price, how it affects you psychologically, really. Like, I've had it affect me to a point, man, where I was pulling the trigger on stuff. I didn't care what the price said. So, there you go. But yeah, totally. I bought two of these for sure. If anything, it's the first full appearance in this monstrous form. This story arc is gonna be nuts, man. Like, get into it. Absolute Batman has been a great read. Put the FOMO aside, put the speculation aside. This story is fantastic. The last issue, 14, was the wrap up of the Venom story arc. And the battle in that is so epic. It's been a while since I've seen a fight that good with a twist. So get on that.